Alright, so what we're looking at next is when you have to multiply instead of group up. So here we're multiplying 2a by 5b, which means if I use in brackets, it means the same thing because that's how you'll see it in the questions we're going to look at from the paper, alright? So when I'm multiplying is always multiplying. So that's 2 by 5, so I get in 10 for the number, but a by b, a times b, just going to be ab because all of them multiplying together, and that's my answer. Same thing here. 3x, that's a multiply sign, that's not x. 3x times 3x. 3 times 3 for the number is going to give me 9. But x times x is going to give me xx. But we should know by now, anything times itself really means the same thing as squaring it. So that's why you might see the x squared, which is the preferred method, than having it as xx. So this is one of the questions that you would have been given. Here we have a times 3. Again, if I don't see a number in front, it understood as 1. That understood as 1. So we have 1 times 3, because remember brackets mean multiply. 1 times 3 is 3, but a times a going to be aa, which is really a squared. 1a times 1, anything times 1, going to give me back the exact same thing. I could put 1a or a, it doesn't matter, both of them mean the same thing. It's a preference how you prefer to see it. Same thing here now. Finish that first bracket, by the way. 1a by 2a, 1 times 2, because brackets mean multiply, so 1 times 2 is 2, a times a squared. 1a times minus 5, so again, if I want to write that back, that's what it means. A positive number and a negative number will always give a negative number. 1 times 5, 5, a have nobody to multiply with, so that's it. And now is where the grouping up comes up. So once it's the same type, I can multiply it. So both of them is the same type, so I have 3a plus 2a squared, that's going to give me 5a squared, and I have 1a take away 5a, 1 take away 5, I'm going to get minus 4a. Last one, a little bit harder now. Same idea though, brackets mean multiply the numbers first. So 4 by 3, we're going to get 12, but we're not going to get when I multiply r squared by r, so that's really r cubed, because now I have 3 r's multiplying together. R by r for the r squared times the next r, we're going to get my r cubed. Let me look at this part, a positive and a negative, going to get my negative. 5 4 is 20 r squared, because it had nobody else for the r squared to multiply to. Finish that first bracket. Second bracket starting from quite here. So this is really minus 2r squared times 6r. Let me start with the numbers first. A minus and a plus going to give me a minus. 2 by 6 going to give me 12. And the r squared by r going to give me r cubed. Again, this is a lot harder. This is a harder version of what we're doing. Last piece, now I have minus 2 by minus 10. Because that's really what I have for this last piece here, right? Minus 2r squared multiplied by minus 10. Negative times a negative. Going to get my positive. So that's how when these two signs clash, we get a positive, and you'll see that in some of the other questions earlier. Numbers now, 2 by 10, going to give me 20, and r squared have nobody to multiply with. Now that I have that, it's grouping up time. So 12r cubed minus 12r cubed, they cancel out, 0. 12 take away 12, so it have no r cubed terms. Minus 20 plus 20, they also cancel out. So this whole answer end up being 0 plus 0, which is just 0 in this case. It just so happens that's what it worked out to.